How safe is it to travel with your gadgets on a business trip or for pleasure? And BlackBerry has a solution to visual hacking. And we'll talk about the technology that is being developed to charge your phone by using your friend's phone. All of this today on Whirlwind Radio. Welcome to Whirlwind Radio. This is Marcelo Sadeo. Thanks for joining me. Our gadgets have become so integrated into our lives that we take them with us everywhere. And I mean everywhere. We take them to work, we take them abroad, and let's be honest, we even take them to the bathroom. But today, we'll not talk about the last one, but we'll discuss the first two. There's always an inherent risk in taking with us our corporate and personal information when we travel. I would like to offer you a few tips to reduce this risk and what we need to take into consideration when we travel with our devices. First up, consider whether you actually need to take that device or if your boss is actually expecting you to take that device. If not, it's a no-brainer. But if you have to bring it, think about the impact if that device is lost or stolen. Next, consider if the laptop, your phone or a tablet, or even your USB drives are encrypted. Are you using strong passwords? Is all your data backed up? If you have files on your smartphone or your computer that you don't really need to take with you, it's better for you to delete those files, or even if you need them, save it to your home computer or an external hard drive. It's hard to say what you will need on that trip, but it's better to be safe than sorry and leave those files at home rather than just take them with you. For international travel, there are a few additional considerations. One is at border agencies. Of course, there are many countries, including Canada and the US, which have the right to examine and even make copies of your electronic information. So if you refuse to hand over your passwords, you could be in a lot of hot water. Those that don't can be at the risk of being detained or even having their devices seized and even being denied entry into foreign countries. Not exactly what you're looking for when you need to be at that conference. Border officials, on opening an application on your phone or tablet, once it's connected to a network, can have access not just only your files on your device, but they can even have access to your cloud storage accounts like Dropbox or even OneDrive. So it's important to remember that it's not only data that is on your device that is at risk, but data that you have stored on your cloud account may be viewed during that search. If you do have sensitive data, like from work, then it will be advisable to leave the device at home or consider purchasing another for travel. Or if that is not an option, then you can log the phone or tablet out of all accounts and delete the applications that use them. Now, if you just only logged out, say for example, out of your Facebook or Dropbox or Google Mail accounts and leave those apps on your phone, then this may lead to additional questions or requests for credentials from these border officials to access those accounts. So it's important that you delete those apps. A more extreme option is to back up the mobile device, then reset to factory defaults prior to travel, and then of course restore it at the destination. So that's a way out there if you want to do that. Don't leave electronics unattended in hotel rooms. Most hotels offer in-room safes. The last thing to consider is locking bags. And if you're interested in learning more about locking bags, please check the link below to learn more. So in the end, when traveling with gadgets, it all comes back down to good judgment and being vigilant when traveling with our gadgets. Have you ever been in a public place and wondered if someone was looking over your shoulder as you enter your password into your phone or your laptop? Just like at the ATM, we always try to do our best to protect our PIN, our password. Even though we do our best, have you ever wondered if someone saw it? Last year, I was at HP Discover in Boston, and one of the speakers talked about visual hacking. So visual hacking is like when you're in public, say your favorite coffee shop, browsing on your phone or your laptop, and someone is sitting maybe right behind you or even to your left or your right at an angle that they can see your screen. They are conducting a visual hack. They are acquiring information from your device without you even knowing it. And that is visual hacking. To avoid exposing your private information, BlackBerry recently released an app called Privacy Shade. Privacy Shade allows you to view the contents of your phone in private even when you're in public places, such as trains or bus stops and even restaurants. If you're a BlackBerry user, don't get too excited. This app is only available to BlackBerry's lineup of Android smartphones. But if you have a BlackBerry Android phone, like the Priv or the Detect, then you're in luck. You can get this app from the Google Play Store. What this app does is it blocks parts of your phone screen. It's like obscuring the parts that you're not viewing, while shining a spotlight on the area that you're actually interacting with. So, if someone is sitting next to you, they cannot see your screen because it's a shade over your screen and only you can see the spot that you're looking at. This app allows users to adjust the transparency of the filter so you can suit the surroundings you're in if you're out in sunlight or you're in a shaded area. There are 4 areas that you can use Privacy Shade in. The first one is if you have an Android operating system of 7.0 Nougat or higher, you can add the BlackBerry Privacy Shade to your quick settings. Secondly, if you're using a BlackBerry device with a convenience key, then you can assign the BlackBerry Privacy Shade to that convenience key. Third, if you're using BlackBerry device that supports swipe shortcuts, you can make BlackBerry Privacy Shade one of your shortcuts. And lastly, you can also toggle BlackBerry Privacy Shade on and off via an optional dedicated notification in the notification tray. Now that's for the Privacy Shade. BlackBerry as well is working on a few upgrades. So for those BlackBerry Android users out there, you'll be happy to know that they are working on some integrations with their hub. And they are looking to support Kik as well as Telegram within Hub. Also, when you're sending a message or an email, they will include an auto CC BCC setting, so you can have a copy of that email being sent to you directly. The other aspect that they're working on as well is Android Wear notifications. This is in the beta stage. It comes with Hub notifications and also the ability to read and delete items within your hub via Android smartwatches. The other thing that they're working on is dual SIM support, and the hub will be able to support phones with dual SIMs going forward, so you can switch between them just like you switch between your multiple emails within Hub. For their contacts app, they are looking to include contact linking and cleanup. And what this will do is to improve support for finding and linking duplicate contacts. And also for Detect, they are going to offer integrity check. So users will now receive a notification if an operating system integrity issue has been detected. So you do have a lot to look forward to as an Android BlackBerry user. Hopefully, BlackBerry will make this available to all Android phones and even their own BlackBerry operating system. And I will be elated when this happens. Wireless charging is the new buzzword in phones. Samsung and Apple are working on bringing wireless charging to their upcoming smartphones. But as they're doing that, Sony is working on something that's really, really cool. A new feature that will bring us phone-to-phone charging. What that means, you can charge your friend's phone with nothing else but your own phone. No wires, no plugging into the wall, just your phone. Sony recently filed a patent application that would enable power charging as well as data exchange between various consumer electronics like smartphones, computers, and any other smart devices. Data transfer is not anything new, but what is really cool is to have that phone-to-phone charging. The way this technology will work is that it rely on what they call antenna systems, which will be modified and configured to use for the wireless transfer of data as well as to transfer power between devices. And what they're looking to bring as well is a user interface that is very simple to use as well as very handy in helping you to connect devices. But as you know, with patents, we don't really know how soon technology or these technologies will become available. But it is a good sign to see that more and more tech companies are looking at ways to bring us technology to make our tech-ingrained lives much easier. That's all for today. Thanks for joining me. This is Marcelo Sugdev saying stay safe in the technology whirlwind.